I'm saying? We back again.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, you feel me? Mr. 3 Smooth himself, you know what I'm saying? WWLG to be exact, you feel me? We ain't doing nothing crazy today, man. I just want to sit here and chat, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing major, you know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't fucking with a nigga chat, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We got KG in the background, you know what I'm saying? He over there chilling. Y'all can't see him.
Yo.
You dig? He over there, you feel me? Rest of the members, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Find him if you can.
Find him if you can.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I just want to chat to y'all today, man, you know what I'm saying? First of all, first thing I would like to say, niggas been watching One Piece. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all have, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a religious watcher, you feel me? And I just gotta say, nobody fucking with us right now, man. I don't see no competition right now, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, of course, I am a manga reader, you feel me? Well, we all are manga readers, so you feel me? We know what's happening way before it gets animated. But still, right now, even as far as manga goes, One Piece is still up there for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spoil y'all on the manga, but just know it's finna get federal. You know what I'm saying? Shit's finna go down.
Actually, we'll just put a spoiler warning in here, so that way anybody who is a manga reader can just, you know what I'm saying, watch on. If you're not a manga reader, I'll put a time code in here, just skip to there, and that's when no more manga talk will be.
Yes, sir.
on the
Yes,
screen.
sir. But,
So,
you know what I'm saying? But just know, if y'all
y'all think Luffy banging that one dude up? That old motherfucker? The $5 star? My how I want this to play out, how I want us to get out of here. I want Luffy and Zoro to fight the Elder Star. Mm-hmm. And I want Sanji to get his ones with the Admiral. Mm-hmm. But it's not gonna go down like that because so many things are at play on Egghead right now. So many people are there. Like you see, like he was fighting Sentomaru at the bottom right now.
Yeah,
like they got some bangs to do before, and we still got to get out of there.
I'm telling you.
And then we get to Elfbath. Oh my
yeah,
god!
I was gonna say, one of the greatest spoilers we'll ever get. Elfbath is finally coming out. We are finally going to the land of giants after we get out of Egghead.
And let's not cap ourselves like we finna. I'm manga readers know, especially I'm an early manga reader. Like I just started One Piece probably like early last year type shit, but I'm all caught up now. Niggas who've been reading the manga know we not gonna get through Egghead quick.
Not at all.
Egghead is not finna be something that's done in 2-3 months.
We got fleets. We got damn near a whole army.
We hadn't even seen the Straw Hats in before these last couple chapters for a while.
Literally.
For a while. We
No
hadn't
cap.
seen Luffy in that bitch for a minute.
No cap. That's what I'm saying. So for y'all manga readers, y'all know. And if y'all haven't read the latest chapter, I'm sorry I spoiled you, but
You should have known before you watched this.
You should have.
Cause I put the spoiler warning on there, so.
Yeah, you should have. But yeah, Elbaf, and we all know what that means. Usopp.
Yes.
Usopp's arc. Usopp is finally getting his arc.
I mean, like I highly want, and it would make so much sense for Usopp to get his huge arc in Elfbath, and it's a real possibility that he can. But with how I've seen these last couple arcs play out, and I still gotta see how Egghead plays out fully, but okay, let me explain it this way. In Wano, you thought Wano, alright, we're gonna get way more for Zoro, and they started giving you hella for Zoro, but then they kind of cut it off.
Yep.
They didn't give you a Sanji whole cake backstory. Like
Exactly.
They didn't give you so much more. They gave you a little bit more to Zoro, and they teased you. Really, they didn't give you a whole bunch of information. And then you go to Egghead, and I was thinking Egghead, all right, Frankie's gonna turn the fuck up. This is exactly what Frankie needed. You know what I'm saying? Then we still don't know. We still don't know how it could play out. Frankie could still have a huge role in Egghead. So, but if he doesn't, then that leads to like, all right, well, obviously you would think Usopp would have a huge role, but he might not in Elfbath. It could be somebody completely different. Like, who knows what the fuck really is going on?
And the only reason I'm thinking Frankie ain't showed nothing yet is because we're getting Frankie's more of a shipwright, you know what I'm saying? And we're getting
is
to the
facts.
scientists.
That is
This
facts.
is like the science of everything, you know what I'm saying? So, don't get me wrong. I feel like Frankie's still gonna have a pivotal point because at the end of the day, even though he's a shipwright, he's sort of kind of a scientist with his shipwright.
That's what I'm
you know
saying, because they made a whole point with his little training area. I'm forgetting the name pre-time skip, but where he trained that on that little island.
Yep.
It was whole Dr. Vegapunk. It was all Dr. Vegapunk shit. Like his armor, his whole like shit is Dr. Vegapunk shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Like I thought it was gonna be a huge arc for him, and it still could be. Like he can still have a major. I'm about to say we probably just gotta. It's still playing, but you just gotta mute it. But I'm still saying like it still could be a huge arc for him because we don't know what's really finna happen to Vegapunk. We don't know what's really finna go down with Vegapunk. We don't know if he's finna make it off or not. We assume that he's gonna make it off, but what if he doesn't? And then he just gives some knowledge to Frankie on some shit.
And we also know that it's not gonna end soon because we only got like 4 or 5 chapters.
That's what I'm saying. We have not gotten chapters like that on Egghead.
Yeah, we have not got chapters like that.
Comparatively to a lot of the post-time skip fucking arcs, like Dressrosa, Whole Cake, all them shits are mega arcs. Wano had 3 acts in it.
Literally.
Like, those are mega arcs, so I don't see them. But they had acts like Zoe and shit and the shit.
Yeah, but I was finna say Zoe was more of us introducing us. Like Zoe,
It was a lead-in arc.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lead arc. It's kind of like how Water 7 is to Enies Lobby. It leads you into Wano. Like,
Yeah.
so maybe Egghead is leading us in. Like, that could be something. It could be Egghead is just the whiskey peak of this final arc. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be literally just the first thing it's the first arc that's in this saga. Like, that's probably what Egghead is for us. So we're probably gonna look back on this time afterwards and be like, damn, all that shit in Egghead was crazy. Like,
and then that's what I'm saying. We going to Elbath after this.
and that's even more knowledge. Shit's gonna go crazy in Elbath. Like,
What?
they've been giving us so much knowledge and shit. And then we got even more questions with these holy knights and shit. Like,
Who the fuck are these guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say One Piece is unmatched to me right now because not only is One Piece good at giving great story and great arcs, but they are great at connecting the newest arcs you watching back to like damn near the first or second arc you ever seen on One Piece. Like their connections, you would think just watching it, you'd be like, well damn, a lot of times you're gonna have a lot of questions about One Piece. Like watching it, you're gonna have questions damn near every episode. Like, why they tell us about this? Well, who is this nigga they talking about that? And as you go along, everything connects back, and that's what makes One Piece just a great watch for me. Like,
it's fire. Like, I think we were having this conversation the other day, and I was telling them about this shit I saw online about Oda being a great improviser, not like a great planner, but he's still a good planner. We talked about it. Like, Oda has had
One Piece
planned out. He has had how he wants this to end. He has had he's basically storyboarded it
since day one.
He's known key aspects that he wanted to add into One Piece, but he's very good at just improvising on the spot. Him and his team can choose like a subject, and they're like from back to they have a topic, and they know they want to answer it in this arc, right? But they improvise how it's done. They improvise like, okay, we're gonna improvise on the spot this story, and how are we gonna make this connect to this, and they do it so easily, and I wouldn't even say easily, they make it seem so easy.
Seamless. They make it
seamless, and it's like, it's fire. All the callbacks and shit, like, there are still mysteries in One Piece that from like early on, pre-time skip, that we've never had answered, and that we probably won't. Like, remember the little things at Sky Island? I think it might have been Skypiea when we left, and like, you saw them big ass things in the background, not the shadows, but like the mountain things with like the eyes and shit that we've never gotten answered. That shit's probably never gonna get answered. And I like that shit in One Piece though, because it adds to the lore. There's just so much shit in here in this world that some shit you're never gonna find out. Like, what do you know? If Luffy would have taken and Nami would have taken a wrong turn, the wind would have been different that day. They would have gone that way and they would have sown that shit. But with the natural progression of One Piece, they didn't. They didn't, and it's just, all right, they didn't see that on their journey. There's shit that Law and Kid traveled on their different ways when they met at Sabaody that we've never seen, that we're probably not gonna see. Like,
that boy's spitting facts though, man. I'm not lying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I just love One Piece. Like, it's just so fucking good. And the people who say it's long, I understand completely. I'm 24. I've been watching One Piece since maybe 6, 7 years old. Think about what I have went through, and I'm still vouching for this show to this day. I'm telling you, it's that good. It's worth a watch. I've waited this long. Gear 5 only has, what, 3 episodes maybe?
Yeah.
Right now, Gear 5 has 3 episodes. I knew about Gear 5.
They're reviewing my shit, she said.
Okay. I knew about Gear 5 3 years ago.
Yeah, when he was over here, he was over at this crib a while ago, just chatting to us about, oh, bro, Gear 5 finna come out, bro. Y'all need to get on One Piece.
Literally.
One Piece finna go up. And, like, then we finally started watching it, and as soon as we catch up, like, maybe 2 months after we catch up, Gear 5 come out.
Gear 5.
And it was like, it's so fire. And y'all learn, I'm a very unbiased person when I want to be. Like, if I'm not trolling, I'm a very unbiased person. And so, like, I'll tell you, I would have told y'all if I thought One Piece was ass. But I'm also a story geek. Like, I'm a story geek. I used to write and shit, so, like, when an author can really write a story, I love it, and that's what I love about One Piece.
Let me touch on that real quick. I'm gonna let you get back to that. But real shit, if you're not a story geek, don't watch One Piece.
You're not, because
Don't watch it.
well, after a while, if you're a meathead, like, and you want to watch fights, like, I won't even say meathead, but if you want to just watch anime for the fights or some shit like that, One Piece ain't for you. Because I watch One Piece for the moments. I watch One Piece for moments. There are literally just moments in One Piece that are like, make the show. Like, and it's so many. Like, I don't know if y'all seen, like, y'all know, if y'all have watched Black Clover, the moment when the Black Bulls say Finral and the goosebumps you'll get in that moment, you get them so often in One Piece. Like, that's what I love. They can constantly create that feeling. That's why I love animes like Re:Zero. Re:Zero is one of my favorite animes of all time. And y'all, you can't see it, but it's up here. It's one of my favorite fucking animes of all time. And it's because when I watched that shit, the feeling I got when I watched it, no anime has been able to replicate that feeling I've got. Like, the roller coaster ride of emotions, every episode, I was like, I don't know what, I didn't want to watch the episode because I didn't want to see my guy go through so much pain and torture, and no anime has made me feel like that. And then I watched One Piece, and One Piece makes you feel like that, but not as often, or they make you feel like that in different ways. Like, they give you that little boost of serotonin when they're on the fucking, or like dopamine when they're on the fucking, when they're all on the ship and they're just bullshitting. You get to know everybody's little quirks. Like, all that shit becomes like, you become attached to the Straw Hats in a different way because of how long the journey is, and you feel like you know every character and all their little quirks. And that's what I love about One Piece too, because they build everything and you become so attached to it.
I was finna say, bro, no cap. I think we watched the episode maybe like a day or two ago, and I've dead ass seen this episode 1,000,000 times. I've seen this clip 1,000,000 times. I just put this clip into a new video that y'all will see soon. You know what I'm saying? We got some bangers coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's finna be hilarious. Remember them. You know what I'm saying? But I put a clip in there. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I cried watching the clip. Watching this one moment in One Piece that I've seen 1,000,000 times, and I know everybody has anime like that. Everybody has an anime that one moment is just like, it's unbearable. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be Attack on Titan. New people, it might be Demon Slayer. You know what I'm saying? New people, it might be Demon Slayer for y'all. That might be
My Hero, whoever,
yeah.
Like, whatever the fuck it is. Like,
But
everybody has animes like that. Bro.
Everybody has an anime, but this moment, like, when I'm telling you, it's still unmatched. Well, I wouldn't say unmatched because it is some that impact just like that, but the impact of this death literally changed the show.
Y'all know.
When I
y'all
say,
know. Y'all know who he's talking about. Luffy brother, you know what I'm saying? It's not a spoiler at this point. He's been dead for years. But, like, that's what I'm saying. And, like, if he was saying, like, about, like, the manga and shit, like, you know we're unbiased because as much as I love One Piece, like, I would say One Piece is probably the greatest anime of all time, because some people don't like the pacing. I don't give a fuck, because I would prefer that than fucking a whole bunch of filler. I like the pacing. It builds up emotion. It builds up tension if it's done right. Sometimes they can do. Sometimes they do a little too much, like they did on Dressrosa. Like it was a little too much.
It keeps you focused into the story. It keeps you focused. Like it keeps you in tune and engaged in the story.
I can critique One Piece. I can definitely fucking critique One Piece. I tell him all the time I critique it, but that doesn't mean I don't fucking love it. Like I get annoyed with how Oda uses death. Like how fucking I was telling him the other day, how the fuck did Pell survive that shit in Alabasta?
Nobody dies.
He should be dead. Like and like you start like in what's it called? In Wano, like everybody's death. Like Kiyomon dies like 4 times.
Literally.
Like I'm like, what? We get like 3 Kiyomon death scenes, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is this? Like you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like what is this? Like you can't keep thinking I'm gonna fall for the same trick twice, and that's stupid because he has killed characters in Wano, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
So it takes away from the emotion of the scene because you're like, he gonna come back. Everybody, how he gonna die from this? But bro done survived all of this. He's like, how this ain't gonna kill him? Like, and that's what I can critique a show. Like I can critique. Like my favorite manga is Berserk, but like I love that shit. That's
beautiful.
One of my top shit.
That's peak.
Like so I can differentiate between something, and it's. Like so I still think One Piece is great, but there are animes I love. There are other animes I love, but that doesn't mean I can't critique them either. Like so One Piece is still probably either 1 or 2 on my anime list.
I'll tell you, I will tell everybody, One Piece will hold the fuck out of you. And the biggest aspect, this is the biggest aspect of One Piece. When they make filler, the filler arc or the filler episode or whatever it is, you have to watch it because they put little pieces of big information you need in those fillers. I know y'all done probably watch RDC, and I know you probably done heard Mark say it many times, but he's not lying. In the fillers, they will put real information that you need, sprinkle it all through the episode. So you have to watch the filler. You can't skip this like a Naruto filler, like a little Naruto filler, or even a Dragon Ball's arc filler. You feel me? Dragon Ball arc. You feel me? You cannot skip One Piece like that. You cannot skip it, because if you skip it, I promise you, and I'm telling you this now, you will miss some of the most important shit if you don't watch the filler. And it's crazy to say, but it's for real. Like, you have to watch that filler. And the filler is 90% of the time some random ass nigga you seen on the screen in the background. Literally, I'm talking about, they might have walked across that motherfucker. They walk across the background. That nigga getting 3 episodes. We gotta connect him to this whole thing that has nothing to do with this nigga, but we gotta connect him. Like, nigga, they gave a dog, and I loved it, but they gave a dog like 4 episodes. A dog.
See, like, this is where we can disagree, because I partially agree with him, because like there's shit like G8, like the G8 filler arc. He's completely right about that one. Like, G8 filler arc was probably one of the best filler arcs ever, if we're gonna be ranking just filler arcs, because of how much shit it alluded to that was coming up. Like, other shit, if you watch it, there's not really much attention on the Going Merry damn near until Water 7 for, like, you notice Usopp patching it up and shit, but there's not nearly as much attention really put on there until motherfucking G8. And when they fall out of Skypiea and they fall in G8, they have that one dude, that little shipwright with Usopp who literally teases, but they can't say it. They literally tease the little ghost thing. I'm forgetting what it's called, but the little ghost of the ships. They literally tease it. They just can't bring it up because it's literally brought up next arc. Like, little shit like that. But there are also arcs in One Piece that I don't feel like do that. Maybe they do, but it's also shit that's gonna get answered anyway. So it's just really more shit that's you've already seen, but it's just more shit that adds more questions to the question you already had. Like, it's like, oh, So somebody else knew about that too. Oh, so this is a thing in this world. I wouldn't say it really answers your question because they can't answer questions in filler arcs, but they might reiterate some shit. You be like, oh, hold on, I didn't really catch that. I need to really pay attention to some shit like that. If they're bringing it up again, like, oh, maybe I didn't. So I get what he's saying, but at the same time, there's some of them shits you can skip. There's some of them shits that I've watched all the filler arcs too. I've watched all the filler arcs because these niggas made me. But I watched all the filler arcs. So I would say there are probably like one or two you can skip. Like there's some stupid ones. Like I feel like what's the one? I think like especially the one when they add a whole nother fucking fight to the Davy back fights. You don't need to watch that shit, bro.
Oh no, you talking about the special edition shit?
Yeah, when they added.
Fuck that. No, we're watching the original One Piece. We had to watch it.
Like when they added, because they did a whole fight and they just decided to do another one.
Yeah,
they just decided
to.
They just decided to run it back.
We made him watch it because we're anime heads. You have.
And I was so I tell them I hate that arc because of what the anime did with it.
Yeah.
Because of how the anime dragged that fucking arc out, it made it so annoying. But I guess that was the fucking point. Foxy was supposed to be an annoying person, but like we didn't need that second. We didn't need a second Davy back fight. I was like so that ruined that shit for me. But like, there are certain ones you could watch, but you're not gonna miss vital information. You'll probably only anime heads, like people who religiously watch the anime, would probably even dickheads bringing that shit up. No one's arguing with you about filler arcs unless they probably is wrong about something and need to bring something up. They're like, oh, you haven't watched the filler arc.
If you come to me about One Piece, I'm going to ask you about filler. Because that's how I know if you really watched it. That's just me. That's not everybody. A lot of niggas probably won't do that. I'm going to ask you about filler. Because the filler is how I know you actually paying through the shit. If you ain't paying through the shit, don't come talking to me, you know what I'm saying? I respect that you watched it. Kudos to you. But if you ain't paying through that filler, if you was like, oh, this episode ain't nothing, I ain't even gotta watch this for real. Get out. Why are we having this conversation? Why are you on this video?
See, that's LG, man. That's LG. Lord Grumps. I'm not like that.
Why are you on this video, man?
I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll still talk. I'll still talk to you. You feel me? Like, it ain't that deep. At least to me. At least about the filler. Like,
you see this?
If you've read it or watched One Piece, I don't give a fuck. I'll still talk.
But yeah, if you read it, oh yeah, we can have some conversations because I know you had to pain through them. Them
weekly chapters too.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm finally feeling that.
We can talk, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but even with that shit, like, and I ain't even gonna overload y'all with One Piece. You feel me? I just want to talk about it because it's my favorite show. Now, y'all gonna hear me talking about it.
Yeah, we got on a rant.
You're gonna hear me.
That's what happens though. We got on a rant.
Yeah.
We like all animes. You know, we're not just a One Piece channel. We're not gonna just be a fucking. That's stupid.
Let me keep it a buck with y'all. I hate Black Clover. I mean, not Black Clover. My bad. Ooh, I almost disrespected. No, Black Clover is my shit. Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. Never. But no cap. I hate Demon Slayer.
See, Austin, my boy, right there.
Yeah, no, that's my fault. You feel me? That's one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? But I hate Demon Slayer.
They do.
I hate it.
A lot of people in this house hate Demon Slayer.
And I've read the whole manga. I know what's going to happen at the end of the show right now. I know exactly who's going to die. I know exactly how they're going to die. I know who's going to fight who. I know which fight goes first, which fight goes second. I know how. I'm telling you, I've read it down to the last page. I even know what happens after they do the shit they do. You know what I'm saying? I know all that shit. But it's trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to y'all new people. I know everybody Demon Slayer, but the animation is probably some of the best animation I've ever seen on a show. Like,
let me explain to y'all why he don't like Demon Slayer, because he's not gonna give y'all the explanation as to why he don't like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has a lot of issues with character development, I will say, or at least building their characters, because the demons in themselves, like, a good anime will always build up shit beforehand. It doesn't just throw things on you. A good storyteller doesn't just throw things on you and just try to force a feeling, right? But with Demon Slayer, it's like they try to force feelings on you, like every time too. They try to make every demon sympathetic almost, and it's like, all right, well, everybody's not a sympathetic. Every bad person isn't sympathetic, and it's how they do it too. As soon as they kill him, as soon as you chop a demon's head off, or flashback with some sad ass story. Oh, they really used these volleyballs because some shit as a kid. Like it's cool once or twice, but when you constantly do it, it's stupid. It's like, all right, well, all these weren't just great people who had some sympathetic backstory. Maybe that's Tanjiro's point of view of it, but at the same time, I don't really like it. And he probably don't really like it. And that's what I'm saying. And there's another thing with characters. We get no backstory for real on any characters until you get flashbacks for real. Like you get little glimpses of what's happened, but you don't, it's not like a One Piece or like a Naruto. I don't even want to say a One Piece because we've been talking about One Piece so much. Like a Naruto, where side characters like Shikamaru and Rock Lee and all of them are built up, and you know exactly why they are the way they are. Like, you know Rock Lee has no chakra, and you feel for him in the fights because you've seen him and all the trials and tribulations he had to go through. There is none of that with Demon Slayer. There's a little bit, like, you get backstory. Like, I don't want to say shit because I'm not trying to spoil it for y'all. Exactly. But you get Zenitsu's backstory, but you don't really get his full backstory. You get a little bit. You know his gramps. You get a little bit of info about his gramps, and that's about it. You don't get no real shit, and even how it ends, they give you a little bit of a satisfying ending, but it's cool, but they don't really explain nothing for real. Like, it's good, but it's alright. But how they write shit, like, in the animation is top tier. I can't even lie. The animation is great, and I like it. The fighting is good, the voice acting, all that shit is fine. I watch it for that. To see people fight with swords and it look fire. Like, other people have their problems with, like, like, them stupid. I think it's a stupid complaint that, they don't fight. Like, the shit that they fight with isn't really there. Like, all the elements and shit you see isn't really there. I don't care because it's not cool. Yeah, it's not. I don't see it when it's not there, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? In my point of view, I see it, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's there when I'm watching it, so it's cool for me. I don't give a fuck. But if we're power scaling, then it's a different conversation. Like, it's completely different. But I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of explanation as to why he don't like Demon Slayer. Like, I'll still watch it.
I swear to God, if I could tell y'all the ending right now, y'all would be so mad. Cause bro, let me tell you, and I know I look like a kid when I just said that shit, but nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, I liked this show when it first came out. I did. I liked it, and I liked the manga. But then, as the manga progressed, like I said, fuck the show. That's how invested I got into it. When I see a show is good, and I know for a fact, 90% of animes are manga, unless they're just like one-time animes or somebody made, like Crunchyroll or something made. But like 90% of the animes are mangas. The top animes are mangas. So you feel me? Every time I get invested into one, if I see it's good and I see they taking a break, sometimes I don't like to wait. And that was one I didn't want to wait for. I was like, this shit is good. So I read it. I went ahead and read it. I seen the whole, I can't think of the flashy Hashira name. What's his name?
Tengen or something?
Tengen, yeah. I seen Tengen's fight.
Uzui or some shit like that.
Is that what they call him? Uzui? Because
some shit
I think that's what I was remembering.
It's his name. I think Tengen is his like first or like last name, but I think they call him like Uzui or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I was on the right track. I didn't want to say it and be wrong, and then niggas be like, he didn't really want to do it. You know, he was there. For real. But yeah, I seen that whole fight. I seen how it was gonna play out way before it was animated. I seen Rengoku's fight way before it was animated. You know what I'm saying? I seen this whole arc that just came out with the what was that? The Miss Hashira and
what? It was the Swordsmith Village arc.
What is she? A love Hashira?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she a love Hashira.
I think she a love Hashira. Yeah. If I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but you feel me? I seen that, and I know what's going to happen this next arc, and this is when people gonna boost it up so much, because this next arc is probably the most information you're gonna get in Demon Slayer. It's probably the most information and the most backstory you're gonna get from anybody. And it's gonna be good. But then when you get to that other, you know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
And y'all are still gonna love it. Like, the people who like it now are gonna like it when it ends. That's we're not gonna change your opinion on it, and that's not what the fuck I'm here to do. I'm just telling you why I feel how I feel. But the fights are gonna be animated great. People who love fights are gonna be eaten. Are gonna be fucking eaten. I'ma fucking watch it. Cause it's gonna be fucking fire. I know they're gonna animate that shit fire. And with Demon Slayer pacing, it's gonna be like 2-3 episodes. Like they have Demon Slayer pacing, they gonna get that shit done quick.
It's gonna be crazy quick. That's what I'm saying. So don't get me wrong. Like I said, I did like it. I read it. Seen, you know what I'm saying? I know what happens. You know what I'm saying? I am going to watch it animated. I am, because I know for a fact one of these episodes is gonna break the internet. And I can't tell y'all which, because I know exactly which one in my head, you know what I'm saying? But one of these episodes is gonna break the fucking internet, and it's gonna go crazy. But it's just.
But I'll just say, don't get attached. Not gonna
anything.
I'm not gonna expound upon that anymore. Just don't get attached
to anything.
Not the anime itself, but just don't get attached.
Don't get attached. But,
you know what I'm saying? I won't expand upon that anymore. But you know what I'm saying? People who read the manga will know. But it's just Demon Slayer is like Akame Guy Kill on with the anime version. Like the manga. Speaking of that, you know how fucking hoed they did that show? Like, do you know that the manga ending is completely
way different? Yeah.
All the people they killed in the show is you know how fucking hurt I was when I found that out?
And niggas thought I was capping when I said it. I read the manga. It didn't happen like this.
Nothing happened.
This is not.
All them people who died, they killed off the main character for real, and then like said fuck his love story, killed him and his bitch. I was so hurt, bro. When his bitch died, I was so hurt. I was like, no way, they just did that. I was like, this is one of them. Dude, I was like, this is one of them.
Dude, nigga, I'm telling you, niggas thought I was capping. They was like, oh, that didn't happen, cause why in the anime it didn't happen like that. I swear to God, that's not how it happened. That's why I didn't like Demon Slayer, cause they hold everyone. They hold everything they could. Sorry, fuck y'all. They hold the fuck out of that shit. And then when it's getting animated, it looks like, I'm like, this shit is just going wonderfully. You know what I'm saying? This shit is going great. Everything is good. Nobody's kidding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? You feel me? I'm watching it and niggas like, oh, this the best ever. I'm like, so they capping. They did it again. Another anime hoeing the fuck out of their manga. The reason why they got a fucking anime in the first place. And
no, see, I gotta check you here because they ain't skipped nothing. They ain't skipping. We've already had this talk, man. That fight, nobody dies.
Yeah, they got it. I swear to God.
In that arc, they just uploaded nobody died, bro.
I seen her die, and then I went back, and it's changed.
No, we've had this talk.
I went back and it's changed. I swear to God, bro.
He swore to God.
I read that.
He swore to God somebody fucking dies. And I tried to fucking tell him, no, nobody died in the arc. It was played out how it was supposed to fucking play out.
I read that bitch.
And I literally had to fucking tell him who we fought, who the person he thought died fights in the end. And he was like, no. I was like, yeah, that's his fight. And he was like, he went back and looked, he's like, you might have been right. I was like, I know. I was like, fuck, I'm telling you, he did not die.
Listen, that shit, I don't give a fuck. That shit is not it, bro. But listen, let's talk about real shit. Fuck that bullshit. We ain't gonna talk about that bullshit. Let's talk about real shit.
Black Clover?
Black Clover. Black Clover. I just wanna ask niggas who actually have been reading the manga, you know what I'm saying? Also, people who watch the show too, don't really give a fuck. But listen, if you read the manga, how do you feel about them switching to Giga Break?
How do I feel about it?
We gotta wait like what, a month every time?
Some shit like that. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it hurts. But honestly, I don't give a fuck because it's gonna be fire. It's probably gonna be way darker now, like a way darker tone. And my boy Asta finna go cool. And it's, as of right now, it's still on Shonen Jump. So I'm still eating for a little bit.
Man, but if I have to wait a month for Black Clover, I'm gonna be a little sad. Cause no cap, Black Clover game. It'd be like, that'd be the only one that constantly give me that hit when I need to see some crazy shit.
Yeah, they always do some fire.
They do some crazy shit.
The manga has been
like,
going insane recently. Like, that's why I'm upset with when they decided to do it, because the manga is going dumb right now. And I'm like, ain't no way they're picking now of all times.
Yeah.
So I want to see when they do the switch, because I'm not ready for it yet.
Right.
I want to read more.
It's just every manga I have read, like every fucking one has been something crazy, like a crazy twist. And it's just been like, I just been waiting for this to come back, you feel me? Because people don't really talk about Black Clover. And that's because, I mean, they do talk about it, don't get me wrong, people talk about Black Clover.
They don't even have the next release date on here anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nah, it's gone, bro. That's it. That's it right there.
Fuck.
Those games.
I just looked on Shonen Jump.
Yeah, that's terrible. You shouldn't look. But that's what I'm saying. I seen it on Giga already. It's on there.
It's already on there?
It's on there. It says Black Clover. Right? As soon as you log on the thing, it's right there. The front thing. They literally switched.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't think it was gonna be so quick.
Yeah, after that, they literally said at the end of the chapter, after this, we switching.
They said on there, I didn't read the most recent chapter.
Yeah, at the end of the chapter, they say the information about Black Clover, you switch it over. They talk about how they love Shonen Jump and all that, but they say we switching to Giga Break, and it says monthly. That's
At least it's monthly. I'll take monthly. I already read some manga monthly, so maybe that means more chapters too. Not more chapters, more pages.
Yeah,
so
of course that's gonna mean more pages, but hey, fuck y'all.
I'll take
man.
it. I'll take it.
I
like
need
the
my
50 pages
weekly.
manga.
I need my weekly Black Clover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do
weekly
like
dose.
my Sundays to have my Black Clover, my Hero, my Jujustu Kaisen, and my my One Piece. Like all my shit be coming out on them Sundays, bro. My Sundays be lit because of that.
Literally.
And not anymore. Like I have to wait for Boruto already monthly.
Yeah.
Boruto fucking just came back, but now I already gotta wait for that monthly. Now I gotta wait for fucking Black Clover monthly too. That's
Boruto, Black Clover. I don't read
the shit online. I read like Blue Lock, Berserk, and like shit like that. Vinland Saga. I read online.
I'm talking about one show that I told these niggas to watch that I was vouching for, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Zach, I don't know if you have, but you feel me? I know Court has. Man, these, they read fucking Fire Force. They got past Fire Force. They got farther than me. And I still have yet to this day to read to the end of that, because I think one of y'all, I think it was Court who told me after I get to the end, it's the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to end. It's a great fucking, I love that. Like when I first
Do you know? I don't know. So you haven't got to the end, so you don't. How far to the end have you got?
No, I am nowhere near the end.
So you don't know
I just went a little bit past. I'm like a little.
You don't know what happens. Bro, the end of Fire Force is insane.
I don't want it to end. That's what I'm saying.
But it's fire.
I don't.
Like, it's mind blowing.
I don't want to read
it
it because I know it's going to end. I love that show. When I first seen it, like, I don't know why anything with fire. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I watch Avatar, you know what I'm saying? Zuko was going cool.
That Gremlin.
Zuko was a dog to me, and everybody hated Zuko at first. Nah, he was a dog. He was really maxing that nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But when I ain't got that, them other little elements, it was over. I ain't gonna lie, that boy Zuko.
It was up.
That boy Zuko wasn't touching that nigga. I'm talking about at all. But, you know what I'm saying? At first, when we first met Aang, they was banging a little bit. Aang was cold, don't get me wrong, but Zuko was getting in there. He had that boy scared for real. You know what I'm saying? But
Avatar is fire.
I loved fire elements. So when they had a whole show about niggas who do nothing but fire bending, basically, it was up. I'm watching every episode, you feel me? And these niggas like, fuck that shit. And I'm like, I respect it, you feel me? Cause some animes you ain't gonna get into that I get into, of course. He got animes that he watched that I haven't watched fully. You feel me? He done told me to watch them 1,000 times and I still haven't watched them type shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know how long I still don't think I don't know, you might have. Are you finished on ReZero? You still probably haven't.
ReZero? Yeah, ReZero, hell yeah. I finished that. I just haven't finished that other one.
There was something I told you to fucking watch. What? Jobless Reincarnation?
Yeah, I still haven't finished that. Still haven't finished that at all. Still haven't finished that.
Bullshit. Jobless Reincarnation is so good.
I'll watch it, but I still haven't finished it.
But no, like I tried to get him to watch ReZero forever.
It took him a long ass time.
It's
Then
my
I was
fucking like one of my favorite animes ever, because when you watch ReZero the first time, it's so confusing. But when you rewatch it on the second watch, you see how everything connects and how every decision everybody made makes sense, and you see why they would have made that decision. And that made it top tier for me, when it makes sense, like how One Piece makes sense. When it seems like the author put work in and makes everything connect for real, and there's no like loopholes for real. Like it's confusing, but you have to rewatch it again and you see like the little nuances in the characters. And like when he says some shit that he shouldn't know, and they know he shouldn't know it, and they peep it and they're like, he's sus. And then you see why somebody would kill him, and it's like that shit is what's fire. And then, you know, and along with the emotional fucking roller coaster the fucking anime is.
I don't finna say, but you feel me? Fire Force, like,
Yeah, Fire Force.
I don't want it to end, gang. It's a wonderful show. You know what I'm saying? It's a wonderful manga too. Like, if y'all read the manga, I was gonna throw that away, gang.
I was gonna hit it.
No way, you gonna die, gang. Like, for real. On the damn. We gonna have it in 4K. No.
Fire Force.
But yeah, I'm talking about, like, I don't want it to end, and I know if you watch Fire Force, you know why it's good. Like, if you seen Shinra and Sho get active for real, like,
And that last fight at the end of the last season.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
With Benny Morrow.
that's my favorite character in fucking Fire Force, by the way. Benny Morrow was a fucking dog.
But like
He's a dog.
with how Fire Force ends, bro, it's so insane. Like it's so good. Like,
I can't let it
has
end,
anybody
though.
even like hinted to you how it ends?
No, I have missed every sport. I don't even look Fire Force up. Zach, no cap. Where my phone at, man?
Over here.
Let me see my phone, man. Shit.
Michelle texted.
She said okay. Nigga. Since the day I've had this phone, gang, let this shit load up, gang, on me. Since the day I've had this phone, I've had this open.
You just haven't read it?
It's at the top. I've had this open.
It is. It's at the top of his search.
I've had this open for forever. For forever. And I haven't read it. I don't want it to end. Because I read the shit that's happening. Like, even when they had the, like, I read the manga version of when they had to bring him back to life and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit was incredible. Like, incredible. I was like, and then when I started reading, I seen Benny Morrow. I'm like, oh, they duking. No. And then Courtney was like, yeah, so he was like, yeah, that shit good, ain't it? He was like, shit. He was like, when you get to the end of it, though, that's the end of it. I was like, it's already finished? He was like, yeah, I already finished that shit a long time ago. I'm like, you telling me it's done? He was like, nigga, it's done. It's no more. No, I was like, oh no, I can't read it now. I stopped reading it and I've had that pinned ever since I've heard him say that, bro, I was like, no way. I'll read the rest of Fire Force. And I know it's great. I know it's fucking phenomenal. I know it's phenomenal. But I just wait for the anime. So, yeah. If you spoil me on Fire Force, though, if anybody, I've been avoiding Fire Force spoilers for years. If you spoil me on Fire Force, blocked. No cap from all services.
What?
All services. I'm talking about everything you can think of is over with. No. So, you know what I'm saying? Fire Force, I know it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones. But if y'all seen Boruto come back, that shit went crazy. Hey, no cap. Listen, them niggas, bruh. Sarada telling Shikamaru that fucking Naruto went from a Genin, her favorite Hokage went from a Genin to the Hokage.
Bro, she was disrespecting Shikamaru. She was disrespecting Shikamaru in that chapter.
Hey, that's you know who daughter that is. You know who daughter that is.
Bro, did Courtney tell you what he thinks is going on with Sasuke?
No.
He told you he thinks Sasuke's dead.
He might be. Cause how he pulled up with the cloak and the sword. He pulled up cloak and sword without Sasuke being there at all. You know what I'm saying? Sasuke ain't come through at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like he might be RIP, bro.
If Sasuke's just dead off screen,
they're gonna show what happened.
Yeah, they're gonna show what happened, but I don't want to show what happened later on. I want to know right then and there. You don't just kill Sasuke and be like, yeah, he's just one of those guys.
I told Courtney that'd be crazy.
He died off screen. He died off screen.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all telling me it's. Fuck no. I'm gonna say, but y'all telling me like as soon as he off
rip. Oh.
Yeah, so they went on that training arc and Sasuke didn't come back.
Yeah, in 3 years. It's been 3 years, man. He could have got knocked off in 3 years.
By who? Who coming for Mr. Uchiha himself?
Probably Kawaki or Code. They could have teamed up on him for real.
Bro, they wouldn't have went back to the village unless niggas was ready. But if Code, I can see Code coming for them, but I don't know. Ain't no way. If Code did that to Sasuke and Boruto, just you think Boruto just
really? They could have Code could have came with them little, I forgot what the fuck they're called, the little Ted Tails shits. Hella of them could have stomped that nigga out.
But no, that's what I'm saying. You think Boruto would have just stood on his face?
Yeah, I think that's ultimate disrespect. I think standing on his face is like,
niggas,
bitch, I'm back. You see the drop in my master's drip, my sensei's drip. I'm finna do you dirty. I'm pulling up, putting my foot on your face, bitch.
This is my boy's idol. You think stepping on his face would have been enough?
Yeah, because if it happened early on enough, he's probably already dealt with it to some degree. That's probably already why he's had the persona of this, he has that mellow, melancholy persona. He's just straight faced. That could be he's already depressed and already gotten over it to an extent. He probably hasn't gotten over it, but he's already had some level of grief.
Let me keep it a buck. Let me keep it a buck with what I think's happened. Because I did see him pull up with the coat and the sword. You feel me? Of course.
Courtney said it's different though. Courtney said the cloak is different.
Yeah, it is. It's not Sasuke's. Because they changed the inside of his. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. That's a Boruto cloak. Sasuke might have gave him the sword. He might have. But I don't think that's Sasuke's sword exactly. Because Sasuke's sword is straight down. And Boruto's... Was Boruto straight down, actually? I think it was.
I think so. Boruto should look dripped, though.
Let me go.
Going up, Mike.
No.
What you mean? Hell no.
Hell no. That's what I mean. Hell no. Okay, see, it got that. But he might have just put a handle around Sasuke's sword. It got...
It could be Sasuke's sword, man.
I don't know if y'all can see that. You know what I'm saying? But
we'll find out. But that's what I'm saying. Courtney, that's just Courtney's theory. He thinks that Sasuke might be dead. Because he thinks Kakashi and Sasuke might be dead. To be honest, that's what he was telling me. He thinks that Kakashi might be dead. Because Kakashi was the cover. For what reason? He didn't even show up.
Yeah.
Maybe he died when he was gone.
But that's what I'm... If Kawaki been there the whole time, shrinking the fucking
But I don't see how
It's a
Kawaki could kill them.
3-year time skip. It is a 3-year time skip, but I can see Kakashi being dead.
What if Sasuke had to kill Kakashi? Because Kakashi probably came after Boruto, and Sasuke had to protect Boruto.
Ain't no way Sasuke killed Kakashi. There's no way. There's no way in real life.
That's what I'm saying. It would be a crazy theory. Like what I'm spitting out right now is insane.
But like, it's no way.
That'd be crazy. That's like that'd be crazy.
That's like killing Pops. That's literally Pops.
That's what I'm saying. That's perfect for somebody like Sasuke who need they love throwing more grief on Sasuke. Do some Itachi shit. Kill your sensei.
That's Pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pops got little. That's Pops. Kakashi is Pops.
Kill second Pops.
No.
Protect him.
No fucking
J-
way. I can see him dying to cold, and I can see Sasuke being there. You know what I'm saying? And Sasuke getting fucked up too. You feel me? And Boruto swoop in the last second because he been training with Sasuke, and you know what I'm saying? Somehow beat cold enough to where that nigga dipped for the day type shit or some shit. You feel me? But killing him off and then bringing back a memory, giving me a flashback. Like, oh yeah, so
The flashback is crazy.
this what happened to Sasuke. This nigga has been a vital part of this story from day one.
That's why I told Courtney, I was like, off-screen killing the main side character is insane.
This is a vital part.
He was like,
I'm
it's
talking
not
about-
off-screen though when they shot. Like it is off-screen. They killed him off-screen though. They ain't killing him.
They didn't give him a respectable death. They didn't give him a Jiraiya. You feel me? They ain't give him a Minato. You know what I'm saying?
What would they be some shit like spitting in the shadow Hokage to die off-screen?
Fitting of bullshit. Nigga, Sasuke has... Nigga, my boy had a whole arc of them just chasing him. Constantly. And I know...
I can't see this, but I'm going.
I don't care what nobody say. That nigga Naruto done said Sasuke more than he done said his own name in his show.
Probably.
Say I'm lying. You go back and count it. And how many times did he introduce Naruto Uzumaki? He said like one time. Maybe every 10 episodes. You know how many times he say Sasuke name?
Like every episode.
Every fucking episode he say Sasuke.
Man, Court was up last night or something. This must have been this morning. He was trying to get down with He was trying to get down with something.
But that's what I'm saying, like, nigga. Off-screen kill is crazy, and off-screen kill is crazy. I'd be highly upset. I don't know how I will feel about Boruto after that. I truthfully cannot tell you how I will feel about that, because that's a crazy way to kill a vital character. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But other than that,
But
though,
Kakashi though, my Kakashi theory.
no, it's not.
I'm just saying, if that shit happens to end up being correct,
Sasuke
we
gonna
coming
die.
back to this video.
Sasuke gonna die of a heart attack.
we gonna come back to this video.
It'd be no way.
Any way Sasuke die in a fight, he's gonna feel like he got hold.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because I know what's gonna happen. I saw what happened to Naruto and Kurama. I saw what happened to Kurama before Kurama was even on the screen, gang. You know what happened? I said that's fucked up, but that was the realest way to go. You know what I'm saying? And as long as Sasuke go out with a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know how my boy Majin Vegeta blew himself up? You know what I'm saying? After knocking out Trunks and shit. The first hug he ever gave him in his life. Slump. You know what I'm saying? Go 10. Stomach punch. Slumped him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, knock him out. These niggas strong. These little niggas strong as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? But nigga, like if he go out like that, you know what I'm saying? Sacrificial like, so Boruto can get on that activity, I respect it. But they better not hold my boy and say he died in a flashback. They better not give me a flashback. I swear to God.
He
bro.
died 2 years ago.
He died 2 years ago. In the first battle we had with Code. What? When? How did you get the cloak? How are you flying?
Think about it though. When they were vigilantes, they were probably, if the omnipotence changed everything, like the whole world, like, cause we've only really seen the effect it's had on Konoha.
Yeah.
So like, if he's really had an effect on the whole world, yeah, they were running from every village. Every village they fucking went to, they couldn't go to one. They had to be fucking refugees for real. So
Yeah, but that's
they
why-
could have caught them lacking. But especially without his Renegon, like now, they could have. Like it's definitely more plausible now than before. But I told Courtney, I was like, off screening, main 2 is crazy. I was like, off
Sasuke
screening.
Uchiha? I'm talking about that's crazy, but yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Jujustu Kaisen is one of my the new gen animes is one of my favorites. And I know some people don't like Jujutsu Kaisen sometimes, but the information on Jujutsu Kaisen, I will say, is crazy. It's crazy. It's a lot of information, and you gotta pay attention, like 100%. Sometimes you gotta rewatch shit, or like I did.
Definitely gotta rewatch shit. They give it to you fast too.
I'm telling you, I reread shit. You feel me? Fucking Jujutsu go fucking crazy. I'm talking about like, nigga, the fucking fight with ooh, I don't want to spoil it. Just know. But I understand having to rewatch it, or like in my case, reread it. You feel me? I understand. You feel me? Not understanding what the fuck is happening 90% of the time. Cause hey, I didn't either. You feel me? But it's crazy. Like I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? The fights go crazy once you understand what's going on, and cause they'll say the same shit over and over, so you would get used to it. You would know what it is when you hear it. But like once you know what's going on and how the fights are working and how certain shit works, and understand like the domains. And you feel me, the curse energy, the reverse curse technique, like all that shit. Once you understand it,
it's very confusing. But once you get a grasp on it, like you gotta like really pay attention, like to get a grasp on it.
Yeah, and it
it's
gets
like
way better.
I would say the way they give you the information, not how good it. I'm not comparing the power systems at all, but the way they give you the information is almost Hunter x Hunter like.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just toss that shit on you real quick. They info dump. The info dumps for sure. But like Hunter x Hunter's info dumps was minutes ranting, and then that's why Gon would be sitting there with that fucking stupid face. Cause I'd be sitting there with that stupid face too. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? But like, that's how Jujutsu Kaisen is. They'll give you them little like funny little scenes, and they info dump you, and it's like, oh, what did he really just say? Like, what did he really just say?
God, what the fuck is
I
going
read
on?
it, but like, what the fuck did he say for real?
That nigga, and I'm talking about nigga, it'd be so many words in that one little bubble. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, what the fuck? Calm down, man.
But that's how I feel reading One Piece sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
With the paneling and shit. Like, I don't be knowing where to go. I'm like, who?
Nigga, I'm talking about sometimes I'll read a whole page and flip over, and then sometimes that page is still going. And I'll be like, fuck,
Yeah.
I read it wrong. So I reread the whole thing again, right? And then just go to the next page. I'll be like, I'm a fucking dummy for doing that, but I have to. But nigga, I'm talking about, as you can see, we are very passionate about anime. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I ain't hear nobody talking about that time I got reincarnated. Let me tell you about the time I found that show. Let me tell you. Okay, so listen. Me and Cuz in here chilling. I think we was literally by ourselves that day. I think everybody else was gone somewhere. So we was watching hella shows, right? Me and Cuz watching hella animes. We went through hella animes and hella shows, and we ain't have shit else to watch. So he was like, let's just go through Crunchyroll and find a new anime to watch. Let's just see. Of course, every anime head does it. Just go through there and see randomly what looks good. And if I tell you why I picked that show, you gonna think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you why. You feel me? Cause you know what I'm saying. So if you don't know yet, you feel me? I'm a young boy activist. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You feel me? Top tier. When I say top tier, that's the top of the list.
You see a young boy, all them young boy memes you be seeing, it's about him. Like
Dead ass. I don't know why. And then I be looking at him sometime too, and I be like, damn, that's crazy, cause I be on that shit. For real. But
I'm lying to y'all.
It's funny as shit though. It's funny as shit when I look at it. But nigga, yes, young boy go crazy, bro. You feel me? You'll hear me blasting that shit. If I put young boy on, I might.
You give him the speaker, bro. You give him the aux.
Yeah.
Young boy's going on.
At least. At some point. And I'm gonna, when I turn young boy on, I'm play like 2-3 songs, and then I'm gonna go to somebody else. You feel me? Cause I gotta get my young boy out before, you know what I'm saying, I go back to the other music. But you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, as young boy is a slime, you know what I'm saying, a slime officiate. You feel me? Young thugger as well, slime officiate. We don't talk about the nigga, you know what I'm saying? The rat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. We don't talk about him. But at that time, he was a slime officiate. You feel me? And the album, what was that? And Chris Brown, my boy Chris Brown was a slime officiate. And they came out with, what is that album called? What is that album called?
Not called Go Crazy.
No. Is it Slime and...
Slime and something, right?
I think it's Slime and something. Slime and B. Okay. Yeah, Slime and B. And you know what I'm saying? They had that song on there. I know y'all listen to it. The Big Slimes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like...
That's his song right there, man.
I fucking hate that song now, bro. It's fucking terrible. But, like, you know what I'm saying? At that time, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's a Slash show, because we seen that time I got reincarnated as a slime. You feel me? You can't tell me that ain't gonna be a hit. And we was laughing and joking about it at first. But, nigga, we watched the shit, and the shit really was a fucking hit. It went fucking crazy. And that was before I even seen any talks about the shows or people saying anything about the, you feel me? But then next thing you know, probably a year or two later, that shit was one of the top animes niggas was talking about, you feel me? It's fucking crazy. One of the best new gen animes. And it fucking is, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas big slime and shit. You know what I'm saying? Without, you know what I'm saying? The rap. We won't speak of him.
You'll come to find out, we watch a variety of animes, but we really do, if it's done right, we do love isekais, which is basically the going into a whole nother world anime. We love our shonens, you know what I'm saying? We watch a lot of shonens. Some of us will sometimes watch like a slice of life shit. That's not typically what we watch, but I watch some. Like I've watched a couple because I'll just be bored, and especially when I wanted to learn Japanese. When I was learning Japanese, watching slice of life is a lot easier because those conversations are way more common in actual Japanese than the conversations had in shonen animes. So I used to but we watched a little bit of everything. We watched some of the older shit, like Bleach, Senin, I think it's called, all that shit. We watched a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? We try to keep the portfolio diversified.
I done seen Cowboy Bebop, I done seen Yu Yu Hakusho, you know what I'm saying? I've seen I done seen Rurouni Kenshin before it came back out, you feel me? I've seen the actual first one. I've seen that one, I've seen Fist of the North Star, I've seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I've seen...
We don't gotta sit here and name off.
I was gonna say, I can go down the fucking list of animes.
I got a list of the animes I've watched just to... Eventually, I'm gonna make a top list, and just to keep up with it, it's my list when, especially, it helps, cause I'm the voice actor guy in the house. So when we watch an anime, and there's a voice actor that we're like, what character he play? Yeah. They usually go to me and like, Zach, what character is this? And if I'm struggling, I usually just go through the list and I look through the names of the animes I've watched. I'm like, does he sound like a character from here, here, here? And then I usually get it pretty good about shit like that. Had to tell him the other day.
I'm talking about just Just everything, bro. I done seen everything. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to talk about some real shit.
Yeah, if y'all all y'all anime topics, you know what I'm saying? All the anime questions, hot topics, you know what I'm saying? Leave them all in the comments. We want to debate all of them. We will talk on them, discuss them.
Yeah.
You want to talk shit about any opinions we have, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no soft-skinned motherfuckers over here, so let them bitches go, you know what I'm saying?
That should be
But
funny
just
as
be ready,
fuck.
because we probably talk some shit back. Because don't be no soft ass. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I'm
cause
saying,
we don't care, you know what I'm saying? You gonna talk shit, we gonna talk shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, any opinion y'all got, any kind of thing y'all want to talk about, just let us know in the, you know what I'm saying? Let us know in the comments, man. We'll get to them in the next videos.
drop that shit. You feel
And
me?
we'll get them to we can get them to these videos or like our podcast that we got coming. We're gonna do a podcast sooner or later, but like so,
on the way.
you know what I'm saying? You leave comments, could show up on there, could show up in the video. Who knows, man? We gotta talk about it anyway. So it's either gonna be something we either gonna talk about something y'all give us or something that we see online or something that we talk about. So I'd rather talk about something that y'all give us. That'll be fun. So you know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Let's talk about